Welcome back to Two of a Kind. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Michelle. And I just want to say I did my homework this week and I watched the the Beckham documentary on Netflix. Before I even started it, I thought this was a Beckham family documentary. Like, I thought we were going into like each individual child, Victoria's life. Like, I was so down to see like the intricacy of their home life.
Same. I thought I was getting like a mini reality show.
I mean, yeah, like reality show / everyone's like business, like how they operate as a family. Like, I just want to know so much about them.
But now watching the documentary, like he's so main character energy that it makes sense that he named this Beckham, but it's only about him.
I mean, he's the original Beckham, so I get it. And honestly, I don't know what his kids do except Brooklyn, the chef. So maybe they're not really important enough to have a whole like docu on them.
Yeah, it's true. The other ones are young. One's 21. Romeo's 21. And then they have a younger brother.
Cruz.
So like, does he need a career right now?
No. But this could have really started him up.
Yeah, maybe now they're going to do reality TV.
Yeah, I don't think so. Even they seem like they won't tell you everything on the documentary. Like, they're very secretive, I find.
They are like, even, I know I'm skipping ahead, but even the cheating scandal, like, say it. Like, they kind of like made their way around it. They brought it up but didn't say too much, and it's kind of like, if you're gonna bring it up, tell the story.
Yeah, let's start back more at the beginning, like his upbringing and stuff. First of all, this man had 10,000 haircuts, colors, like everything, and he looked phenomenal in every single hairstyle he had.
Yeah, a mohawk, a shaved head, a mop.
Literally a bun.
Honestly, when you're that good looking, though, I think anything goes.
I know. And honestly, I think because he was so good looking, it almost helped him to become more popular. Like, I don't want to say, but it's like pretty privilege. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. But that's just fan base. Like, you're only going to be on the team if you're good. That's where the credibility is going to be in his playing. But the fandom came because he was good looking.
Exactly. But it's like here with hockey players. Like, there's so many hockey players. Like, we're only talking about like the cute ones. So I feel like for him, he was probably really good for his time. But then what upped it even more was that he was so handsome.
Yeah, and then because of that, he gets his other deals and he becomes more famous because now you're seeing him on billboards. He's doing commercials.
Yeah.
When he was talking about him getting money for the first time and him just spending it all on cars, I was like, honestly, like, yeah, if you're a young kid and you're getting money, you're gonna just spend it.
100% relatable.
So relatable. Everyone's like, no, we were opening up savings account. And I was like, really? Like, the first time you're getting a big paycheck, you're splurging.
Who said they're opening accounts?
His teammates, they were talking about how he loved his things. He liked his cars, his watches.
Right.
And he had like 10 cars, and every time you get a paycheck, he was like buying a Porsche, buying a Rolex.
Yeah.
And his teammates, well, one of them said we were opening savings accounts. But it's like, really? Like, you're 19 years old and you just get your first paycheck. Like, live a little.
Live a little, but then eventually start saving, get an accountant. They need to manage your money. Somebody needs to know what they're doing.
Yeah. Keep your parents out of the loop.
100%.
You know those scandals where their parents just rob them?
It's the saddest thing.
Yeah.
Then they become 21. They're so excited to like dip into their accounts and they're like, oh, mom spent everything.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Okay, but I just want to talk about him as a professional soccer player. Obviously, it's a documentary. He is the main character in the documentary. It's going to be favorable to David Beckham's side. Like, we're only going to see him being the greatest thing ever. What was weird to me, it was like, oh, David's going through a hard time. And then all of a sudden he starts scoring again. And we see one goal in one game and he's like cheering and everyone's like, Beckham's back. And it's like, okay, you scored once in this game. Like, how are we like, oh my gosh, about this? So I'm deep diving with Steve, who's like a soccer fanatic, favorite sport. And we're looking and he's in his entire career of 20 years, he has scored 95 goals.
Compared to who that scored more? Like, I need a comparable.
Ronaldo, Cristiano
Ronaldo?
Yeah, sorry, because there was a Ronaldo on the docu, but not that one. He scored like over 1,000 in his career, and he's not is he at 20 years? Like, I don't even know if he's at 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how we think that Beckham from the documentary was the greatest soccer player ever, but he really wasn't that great. Especially he flip-flopped teams all the time. Like his greatest season I saw was 11 goals was his best year. In your year, you scored 11 goals.
Yeah, but I think maybe he was an overall good player. He made a lot of assists. Like you'll see in games, he wasn't scoring a lot of them, but he was always there to assist because of his position. So did you see what he assisted with? Because sometimes your position isn't the one that's going to make all the goals.
Yeah, assistant is key, you know. I didn't look at that. I was kind of just looking at the goals because he's a front runner.
I know, but for sure, he's something with the right side, I remember.
Yeah.
But you can't look at a player who's like defensive and offensive and like compare them the same way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he was forward. Like he was there.
You're comparing him to Cristiano. What's his like? Where
forward? I feel like they're both in the front. Like I feel like if you're that famous, you're not like a famous defenser. Like, sorry. Like, do I have to say it?
It's like being the guitar player in the band, you know? Like, you're not going to be the famous one. You have to be the lead singer.
Yeah, or like the drummer. You know? There's only one drummer. You can't... There's like 5 guitarists.
Yeah, No, I think he was a great soccer player from what I saw in the documentary. And of course, it's going to be favorable to him. But they did interview his teammates, people on the other team. I think everyone knew he was a great player.
No, for sure. He was a good player.
And he was also named captain of England a couple times when they went to the World Cup and Euro Cup. And that says something.
No, for sure. I think he was a good player. I think he was smart enough to start doing other brand deals. Because like you said, soccer's not going to be forever. So you have to start making a name for yourself. Like you have to become the business.
For real. And he started when he was first, I'm not going to say drafted, but when Manchester United first like caught their eye. He was like 15 years old.
I know, but that's what it is. Like we were talking about the tennis players. You have to start like out of the womb. Like give me a soccer ball. Like when my kid can walk, here's a ball. Like,
yeah, especially if you want them to be a professional athlete, you got to start them young.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like you can't wait till you're 20.
No, it's really hard to pick up a new trade. Honestly, you're too old and you don't give a fuck.
But it's scary to be like, okay, I'm not going to go to school. I'm not going to go to CEGEP or university. I'm going to like just focus on soccer.
Honestly, they never even spoke about that, like what his schooling was. They said he wasn't the best in school. Well, he said that about himself. But I'm like, were you being tutored while you were in Manchester?
That's a very good point. I have no idea. I feel like you just forego school and you're like, you're going to be a soccer player and you better hope it works out for you.
Yeah. Which is so risky.
It is. That's why I think people don't go for it. You know, like you really have to be good and your parents have to be supportive. Because I feel like a lot of parents would be like,
school comes first.
Yeah, like go get an education. Where his dad really wanted him to be on the Manchester team. So supported him.
Yeah, your parents really have to be rooting for you. They have to be that like, he was like a soccer dad and a soccer mom and they wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
That like reminds me, they probably grew up so quickly. And we saw in the doc that he had Brooklyn at 23 years old. When I'm watching that, I'm like, oh my God, that's so young. But because of his whole career, he's now almost 10 years into this soccer career. He's like, yeah, I can have a kid. I feel like they age so much quicker. And especially after that, their careers end so soon that I feel like their lifespan is condensed.
No, honestly, such a good point. I don't think necessarily he was ready for a kid. Like I can have one. I feel like low-key it was a mistake. Like I don't think they planned for it. But I just feel like they grew up quick. And I don't know why. Like I feel like in Europe, everyone moves quicker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's their way of life.
Yeah, like they're just moving out earlier, starting families earlier.
Okay, but tell me if you did not find this fucked up. When he was about to play in the World Cup or the Euro Cup, I forget which huge game this was, and Victoria found out she was pregnant and she calls him before the game to tell him.
Yeah, like she really wanted him to know.
I don't know. I think that was a bad move. In the end, it didn't affect his playing. But I'm like, why would you bring that up? That's a huge responsibility. It's huge news. Why are you doing that right before he's about to go play?
I know, it's a 23-year-old boy. Like, just wait an hour. Wait 2 hours.
Seriously, and like when he wins or when he loses, then you can like bring it up. It can either change his mood or like take him to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, I just found she was being selfish in that moment. I was like, I can't believe that was your instinct.
For sure. But in general, I don't think she was selfish for his entire career. Like, I didn't realize, first of all, that she did everything he wanted to do. Like, she just traveled where he needed to be. She moved 1,000 times for him.
100%, but I don't think that's uncommon for like sports wives. They're always traveling for their husband.
But she was like a pop star on her own. She could have been like, no, I need to be here. Like, I'm with my band, with Spice Girls. Like, I can't come.
Which I feel she did do if she was on tour, but she doesn't need to literally live in the spot. You're touring, so you're either moving around or you're not, and you can settle somewhere where he needs to settle where he's playing because he's not really. I guess you move around per game, but like you need a hub for practice.
I wish we were old enough to really enjoy that moment in time.
Me too, because during that time, I didn't even know David Beckham. I knew Victoria Beckham as a Spice Girl. I didn't know him like at all.
I know, but even Spice Girls, I feel like we were a bit young. Like we caught them at the end, but we were so young. Like their career was also short-lived, I would say. It was like, I think I saw it was like 1994 to 2000. So 6 years. We were like 5 years old. So, you know, like at that time. Then they broke up and they got back together for a year, broke up, got back together, like did like little tours here and there.
Yeah, I feel like we went to go see them, but I feel like we caught them at their like reunion tour.
No, it was the reunion tour. Seriously. And we liked Spice Girls later, like maybe like in the 2000s. But when they were already broken up, we watched their movies. Like we were into them when they weren't a group anymore.
Oh my God, that reminds me. I have to go back and rewatch that movie.
That movie is gold.
Iconic.
So iconic.
It's like a reality show / movie. Don't you find it was like captivating their life, but in a movie setting?
Yeah, like nothing was real, but it gave reality vibes.
Yeah. Wow, that was prime TV. Prime movie.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I wish we saw them glow up, you know? Now we look back, I'm like, what a great couple, you know? What a good looking couple.
Great looking couple. But I think now we need like Beckham part 2, and we're going to see Victoria's side and how like her angle of it with David being involved. Like we saw the soccer side of it and her trickling into it.
Okay.
But I want the main focus to be on her and him trickling into that side.
Yeah, I would watch a Victoria Beckham doc.
100%. It would be so interesting.
No, it'd be so good.
Together, they were fire flames.
Yeah, no, they're literally such an iconic couple. I love that they're still together.
Me too.
They were so cute in that end scene when they're just like dancing. I was like, cute. Like cringe, but so cute.
Cringe, but so cute. I was going to say his career ended so like badly. I feel like he didn't end on a high. He ended up ending in an American League in some shitty team that sucked.
Yeah. But I didn't know that he created a new team in Miami. I didn't know. And I'm watching with Steve. First of all, every time I'm going to watch it, he's like, I don't want to watch Beckham. So I'm like by myself watching it, but I cast it to the TV. We're both hooked, you know?
Yeah, because you want to know.
Yeah, and he knows a lot of stuff. Like as we're watching, he like knows players. So he's like, oh yeah, Messi plays for his team now. And I was like, really? And then there he is. Like that's where Beckham gets all his money. Because his net worth, which I love looking up, is high. It's up there.
What is it?
It's like 400 something. Because I was comparing him to Cristiano. I can't see his name.
Cristiano
Ronaldo. Just that was what I wanted to do.
What's the comparison?
Very similar.
Well, good for him. He's a businessman now.
David Beckham's net worth is 450 million. Like that's insane. Mm-hmm. And I think it's from the soccer team. And now we're going to go to...
But apparently Messi isn't like a huge soccer player anymore. He's also at the end of his career. So to play for David's team in America seems like a...
And Cristiano Ronaldo is 500 million.
Yeah, very close. But he's like pure focused on like he's probably getting that purely from being a player.
Yeah, I think he gets like 70 million a year or something. Yeah. Or his contract is that.
He needs to like create an alcohol company.
Who?
Brand.
Ronaldo?
Any of them, because you know they all do.
No, but Beckham didn't need to. He started a soccer team. Like that's insane.
I'm making a joke. Like it's what all famous people do is like they make an alcohol.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
No, I could tell you did not catch it. You're like telling me he made a team. Like I watched the documentary.
No, because I feel like celebrities make an alcohol company when they just want to do something else.
Well, that's what Cristiano Ronaldo needs to do. He still hasn't done anything. No, is he maybe he's on like Armani jeans. Like that's what I've seen him do.
Yeah, but I feel like these people are just soccer focused. When you're actually really good, they get paid crazy amounts of money.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't think contracts were that much.
No, and probably Beckham got paid a lot more in his contracts because of his personality. Like even if he wasn't that good, teams wanted him because it comes with views. People are going to show up. People are going to buy his merch, which in the end gives you money. He becomes a business.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he was the best player, but I feel like people just wanted him on his team to bring popularity, to bring the entertainment for their team.
Very smart. And honestly, good for him. He didn't have to be the best player, and he's getting the most recognition. Everyone wants him because of those things.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I loved it. But that's Netflix, always whipping out a sports documentary.
And I love that it was 4 episodes. They were a little long, but it was quaint and good.
Yeah, to the point.
Yeah. Are you like a soccer fan now? Like you want to watch like the World Cup?
Yeah, honestly, I checked when it is. It's next year.
The World?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch. I'm like, maybe now I vote for England.
But they're probably all trying to get qualifying.
But the players we saw are not playing.
No, but I'm just saying if it's next year. Soccer season just ended. So I don't know when it restarts, and they're probably going to start soon.
Yeah, and then I'm going to have to pick a team and just root for them. Because I always do Italy, but I'm like, oh, I'm so boring. Maybe I'll do England this time.
Wow, look at you.
I'm really branching out. I want a team that's... Okay, I know England has won. Side note from that, I also would love a team who has never won to win. For them to have that pride.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of... It's always at the main countries, you know?
Because they have the best players, and then they have the most money because they keep winning, so then they buy the best players.
Yeah, like, I don't want to see Spain, France, Italy. Like, I know you've had your time. England, I guess, too.
Yeah, we'll see. It's always fun to, like, root for a team that, somebody, like, really wants them to win. You know?
Yeah, I think we have to, as, like... we should pick a team and just try to, like, root for them.
There should be a draft. Not a draft, but, like... What you do for football?
Yeah, a pool.
A pool, but for soccer.
Yeah, maybe we create one.
It would be literally winging it because I don't know anything.
Me neither. And the thing is, you don't even know the players because they can all be from different teams or just showing up together for their country.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's so crazy because then you could be playing against your teammate on another team that's like for their country.
Yeah, I feel like the World Cup is like such a serious time and such serious games, but it's also fun. You're like, this is not really... my like real team, but like we're doing this for now.
In the documentary they said the World Cup, like they were talking about how great it is. They were saying like war stops for this game, and I'm like, does war stop for the World Cup?
I don't think war stops for anything.
That's what he kind of said, and I was like, wait, did he just like throw that in his jokes or for real?
Yeah, maybe he was exaggerating.
I asked Steve, I was like, is that for real? Like, this is such a big thing?
And do people like the World Cup or the Euro Cup more? Like, what's a bigger title? I know.
I think the World is every 4 years. Euro's every 2.
Yeah, I thought both were every 4, but they're like on the separate rotation.
Oh, maybe that's it.
What came first? Because like
probably like either it was like it's a Euro Cup and then everyone else is like, I want to join in, or everyone's in it together and Europe is like, we need our own squad.
Yeah. They're like, we want to be exclusive, or it was like, pick the energy.
Yeah. Hopefully the Euro Cup started and then they invited everybody else.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's the smart move.
Yeah, I agree.
So while you were watching Beckham, I was also searching the freaking webs for another show.
You're always asking me, texting me, what show should I watch? What movie should I watch? And like, I don't know.
Because me and John binge watch so much that I need something constantly.
Yeah.
And then it's like so hard to find a show that you're going to be into. And if there's a lot of seasons, I don't want to start it.
Right.
So we just picked a movie with Shailene Woodley, which I've not seen her in.
Is that like the pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So she's in a movie called Robot. I think it was on Amazon Prime or iRobot, something like that.
iRobot is like Will Smith.
Okay, so just Robot. And it was about cloning. So it was like,
ooh.
Yeah, it was people make a clone of themselves, and then their clone goes to work for them, does their laundry, can go on dates for them, but it's like illegal in the movie. So it's like only a couple people have it and you have to keep it on the DL. But then that made me start thinking, I'm like, I would love a clone. But then I would also not want a clone.
People are here going to be like, you have a twin. You already have a clone.
No, but I mean someone that can actually do things for me.
No, for sure. Oh, that's what they're for?
Yeah, they go to work.
Oh, it's literally like, does everyone know that it's a clone?
No one knows because it's illegal and like it's not allowed. And no, everyone thinks this is
the person.
Yeah. and they're smart. They do everything for you. They don't need sleep. They don't need food. So it's like they can go to work, come back, cook you dinner, clean the place, and you're just chilling the whole time.
Wow. Was it good?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, do we recommend it to the people?
No, I don't recommend it. And I watched it. It was a cute, but like nothing worthy of it. But then I was thinking about it, and like that's like the whole AI robot situation. And like when I think about a robot, I think of scary shit. When I think of cloning, I'm like, cool. When I think of robot, I'm like, oh.
You don't understand. Sometimes Steve and I are like in bed and we have what's that called?
A Roomba.
We have a Roomba. It's the robot. She's like making a noise and we're like we speak to her as if she hears us sometimes. We're like, Consuela, you okay? Like we don't want her to murder us.
Yeah.
Like it's actually crazy.
No, it is scary. Even Alexa sometimes will like say shit.
It scares me. I'm like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
So just imagine she had arms and legs. Just imagine she like creeped up with her 2 arms and like came to choke you in bed.
That's the scary thing. It's like I would love them. I think for certain jobs, like anything very like repetitive or anything dangerous, it would be really cool for like a robot to do. But then I feel like eventually they're gonna get a mind of their own and fucking kill you.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna be evil. But why do I think they're just gonna be evil? Because of these movies.
Yeah.
Why can't they just be like the sweetest little robot you've ever seen?
No, because I feel like they end up realizing they're a robot and they don't like it and they hate you for it.
Yeah, they're like, you think you could control me?
Yeah, that's what I think the hating and the negativity would come in.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Would you get a robot if you could afford it and you could have it in your house? Are you getting a robot?
Like if everyone else is doing it, maybe.
I know, it's always the peer pressure. No one wants to be left out without a robot.
Yeah, because like if you're telling me like, oh my God, this is so cool. It's cooking for me. It's going to do work for me. I think it's cool. But then
like I'm sleeping with the door shut and it's locked.
That's the thing. I would have to dismantle it every time.
And then I don't want them to feel like, yeah, no, I would have to like dismantle, like take them apart.
Okay, I think this would be the perfect scenario. Like, I think people shouldn't own robots, but companies can do it for work purpose. Oh, but then it would take away jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
But like maybe dangerous jobs like mining, I feel like is a dangerous job.
Or you buy a robot and then companies, that robot works for the company and the company pays them the robot, which is like you own it.
But then everyone would do that.
Yeah, then you won't have to work. The
Yeah,
robots are working and you get the salary.
Yeah.
If they want like robots to start doing shit, it's like pay for the robot to work.
But I think it would have to be specific jobs because how is a robot gonna think? Like, let's say a doctor. Like a doctor is gonna like, I guess a robot could do that too, assess a situation and like diagnose it.
Yeah. Like the robots in Star Wars.
Would you let a robot like operate on you?
No. But then again, human error is a big thing.
Yeah, and that you would take out any human error.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
And also like the bias. Like let's say they were like, you know, like they would treat you like equals. Like there wouldn't be any bias.
Yeah, they're very like to the point.
Yeah,
like following their manuals.
Yeah, their emotions wouldn't get involved.
That's a good point. So maybe I would. Because a doctor, you want like a human, but then it's like this 25-year-old kid just out of med school.
Yeah, who got
like 35, let's say.
Who got 60 on all their exams.
Exactly. Like that or a robot.
A robot.
Yeah. Very good point.
I mean, already with the Tesla, it's like robot vibes. You're already getting into that can drive you around and people trust it.
The thing is, if I got into a Tesla that was driving, I wouldn't be like taking a nap. You know, like I'd be hyper aware of where I am. Like, you know, when you're driving with, it's like your driving school and there's the person next to you with the brake and the wheel.
That's
like, that would be me. Like Tesla, you're driving, but if shit comes to...
No, I think you have to be in the seat for a Tesla to drive because you have to like touch the steering wheel.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I need to be full on ready to pump the brakes.
You need to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Honestly, robots are very interesting. I thought they were like doing it. Isn't there a famous one? What's her name? Sophie?
Yes, I remember that. I wonder what's going on with her.
Me too. Like
I don't think her name. Maybe it's Sophie
or Sophia. I remember something like that.
Yeah. Honestly, it could be crazy. I want to be alive for it.
Yeah, what is she doing? What are they doing with her?
I think you need so much time and patience with the robot to make sure they're like,
But like,
good
what's
to
the
go.
goal? What are they trying to make her do? Just like live life?
Probably just like, you know, start doing the basics before we put you into work. Just like socialize with the outside world.
Yeah, but does she even need to practice? Like, you don't have to like heat her up because she would just be programmed to know how to do it. It's not like a child, or maybe it is like a child.
I don't know. It could get so freaking weird.
Yeah, and you have to like put a face on it, a hair.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I'm into it though. I hope eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be alive for it. I'm not ready right now, but I'll definitely want to be alive for it.
Me too. I would want to meet one.
Yeah. We didn't even do like a catch-up session.
Oh yeah. I haven't been up to anything. I walked around the old port today.
That's nice.
Popping off. It was so
Really?
busy.
Why? Was it a nice day?
Yeah, it was nice. And everyone's drinking. It was like 12:30 and everyone's on the terrace having a beer, living their best lives.
Did you grab a beer?
I mean, I went somewhere. I didn't grab a beer. My friend did, and I just grabbed a coffee. But I really love that energy. And I also went to we did this at Wolf and Workman. They do bottomless mimosas.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there was a group of girls, and you know, like you're with your friends, and you have like one, then like the 2, 3, and they start feeling themselves. They were taking pictures. I'm like, I love this energy for you guys.
Know. Mimosas gross me out though when it's bottomless because I feel like even the orange juice I feel like is watered down. Like everything seems like watery, and then it starts to like get me sick. Like I'm grossed out.
Yeah, it's a lot of mimosas.
Like just give me the champagne at this point. But still, I don't like that. Like, why can't they do like bottomless wine? I would much rather.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why it's bottomless mimosas.
Isn't champagne more expensive?
I think it's like Prosecco.
Okay, whatever. Same price as wine.
Yeah,
like,
they're probably getting a shitty thing.
Yeah, I'm like, just do bottomless wine.
Yeah. There was also like, we passed by a brewery. There was like beer tastings. Like at the brewery.
Okay, I need to get on the Saturday vibe. I love that.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm like, maybe for our birthday, we do that. We do like a day party. Like we go to like a wine bar, bottomless mimosa.
Yeah.
Because it's the dead of winter and like no one wants to go out at night.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Food for thought.
We'll keep it in mind. Write it down. But that's a cute day. I literally had my boss's son's bar mitzvah today.
Oh my God, how was that? I've never been, like, I know when we went, we were little, but nothing that I can remember. So how was it?
No, but that's the thing. I haven't been to one of those in like since I was 8.
Yeah.
It was very nice. Honestly, a great afternoon. Little religious ceremony like thing, you know, and then food, lunch.
Was it all in the synagogue? Or do you go
No, and then we had a hall. It was the same place.
Okay.
So I didn't have to leave. Love that.
Me too. If I don't have to get into my car after, I'm more likely to come.
Yeah, it was really good. The food was really tasty.
Did you have to mingle with a bunch of people?
I sat with other people on our team and they're like chill, so it wasn't like hard socializing. Steve met everybody. Well, most people, not everybody was there. And we just, you know.
Steve is probably like, I have to put my best face forward. Social, nice, work the room.
Yeah, literally. And it was great. And we stayed for a couple hours and he was good. The thing is, he really wanted to take pre-workout before we left in the morning. But we were literally.
So for what?
No, just like pep yourself up. Honestly, thank God he didn't because first of all, we forgot. Then we're in the car and I'm like, oh, you didn't take. He's like, oh my God. Like we're exhausted. But then you sit in synagogue for a while. So but it was like you didn't want to be like jittery anyways.
No, but pre-workout takes like 30 to an hour to kick in. So he could have.
But we had coffee after.
Yeah, a little pick me up.
A little wine, a little coffee. We did it all.
So what happens after? Like, do you say congratulations to like the little kid?
Yeah, just mazel tov, congratulations.
Did he have all his friends?
His friends were there, like adult friends. Everyone was just vibing. The food was in the middle, which was great. You just like go and get. It was just good energy. I loved it.
Oh, that's really cute. I feel like I know bat mitzvahs as a night thing. Like after like it's like a rave for
no,
14-year-olds.
Literally, they're at the club. No, this was so nice. I love the lunch.
Yeah, me too, because we're at this age. But I feel like for the kids, they want to pretend they're like out at the club.
Yeah, but this is fun for them too. And also for parents, I feel like you wake up, you don't know what to do with your kid. By like 7 o'clock, like they're tired. Do you know what I mean? Like kids go to bed earlier. So like this is great. They had a whole day. They're probably going to be exhausted.
Michelle, this kid's 14. It's not going to bed at 7 p.m.
No, older. He's in high school. Oh yeah, no, 4. Yeah. We just went, yeah.
13?
Okay, but there was also like littler kids too, you know? So it's like everyone got to enjoy. Loved it. And then Steve and I came here. We didn't stop. Like, didn't you come into my house? Like, how clean is it?
Yeah, spotless.
Spotless. We were like on it. We're like playing music. We're like, okay, let's start this cleanup session.
That's always the weekend activity at the end. You're like, how am I going to clean this place?
Only because you and John were coming. Like, it would not have happened.
Honestly, you have to find motivation somewhere.
No, literally. Like, if it was just you, I would have been like leaving it the way it is. I'm like, people are coming. Like, we got to like whip this place into shape.
Yeah.
And so we just, divided and conquered.
It looks good. A+.
A+ for me.
Not that I feel like it's always clean, but when you live somewhere, like, you see things that other people don't see.
It's not even that. Like, a surface could look clean, and then like I look closer and like I touch it. I'm like, why is there like an inch of dust on this table?
Oh yeah, the dusting's another level.
No, I can't handle it. Like, imagine owning a house. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I can barely take care of a condo.
No, I think about that when I have to cook a meal. I'm like, and then think of when you have a family and you're cooking like 5 meals a night. And then this kid has the audacity to say they don't like it and they don't want it and they're not in the mood for that.
It's like cook something yourself.
Yeah, like I just slaved. Or like I can't even think of another dish. Like this is what we're having.
The same thing every single, like the week restarts, you best believe you're having the same thing this Monday as you did last Monday.
Yeah, growing up you have a new perspective on life.
No, honestly, like I gave my mom too much trouble.
No, I feel like we were so good.
No, I know, but sometimes I'm like, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah, because you come back from school and you're like a cranky little bitch, and then you find out you're having stew, and you're like, I don't want stew, I want pasta.
I wonder if Steve feels like that because I'm mostly home before him. I wonder if he comes back and was like, I don't want that.
For sure, but like, dare he say that?
Oh no, you better eat this.
This is what we're having.
Yeah,
we need to brainstorm what we're having tonight.
I know. So you and your husband are here.
Me and my husband are here. And the thing about when you're with a group of people, it's fun to have meals that you can't just eat when you're two.
I know. 2 people to order food is hard if you're not just getting like your own plate.
Yeah, and we have done it. We once ordered Chinese and we refused to not order everything we wanted.
You don't just want General Tao.
Yeah, and so like it's all like family size dishes. I swear we were eating Chinese for 4 days straight.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it was insane. But at least now we have the option of sharing.
Yeah, that's what's fun.
And we're not in our home turf, so we might get different things on the Uber Eats.
That's what's fun too. When you're at somebody else's house and you're going to order Uber Eats, the variety is just nothing like it.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm suddenly in the mood for this food group just because I don't have this.
Yeah. But also you can be at your own house and be like, I want Indian food. And you're like, there's no good Indian around me. And then you go to someone else's house. You're like, wow, this is good. I want that.
So John just told me, because last time we were here, we had Indian food. And we're like talking like, oh, what are you in the mood for tonight? I'm like, I can also do Chinese. He's like, the thing is, he's like, we already ordered Indian. He's like, and it was so good. Like, we're going to risk it for a Chinese place we don't know. I'm like, you're so set in your ways that you can't even try something else.
Honestly, he has a point because sometimes, first of all, Chinese is very personal. Yeah. Everybody has their Chinese restaurant, the hole in the wall next to them, and they love it.
Yeah, because your General Tao, I know it's General Tao in every place, but it tastes a little different.
Exactly, but you love your General Tao. So it's like you come somewhere else, you order from a new place, and you're like, this isn't it. So I understand his take on Chinese food like that.
Me too. I could see it.
But I did go to a Chinese restaurant yesterday with Steve, and it wasn't like Chinese. I don't even know what it is.
Some fusion.
Yeah, exactly. Asian fusion. He had General Town. He loved it, and it looked amazing. Honestly, it looked so good. I got sushi, but honestly, I would order the place Uber Eats, and I would Uber Eats it.
Yeah, how was it inside? Was it like a vibey place, or?
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Really?
It was literally like pink velvet everything. You walk in, there's like a fish tank. Like this place was 2 floors.
Oh my god, I feel like you're at like a Madame's.
No, I was literally like to Steve, like, how is this place in business? You know, like an Asian restaurant, Chinese restaurant, always empty.
Always empty.
There's maybe 3 people in the restaurant, 2-floor restaurant, massive. I'm like, how are they affording rent right now?
They must have repeating clients.
No, it was insane. And they have like a table d'eau where you can get like a soup, a salad, your main meal, and like tea. But the entrees they have are not the entrees we want. So we ordered 2 entrees, our own thing. It was honestly really good.
Okay, good to know. It's always nice to try a new place and it be a success.
Yeah, I was like, and it was down our street. It took us 4 minutes to get there.
That's even better. Now you have like a local place.
I know. I was like, I would definitely come here. In the summer, I would walk there.
Yeah. Okay, you'll have to take me.
I would. And they just put out a sign there, ouvert midi.
Ooh, a lunchtime special?
I know. Even though I'm not a lunchtime gal when I like to eat, it's like a nighttime thing for me.
Me too. It's hard.
So that was what we did. And we're going to have to brainstorm. I hear them talking in the other room.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry just thinking about food. So I guess we'll wrap this up.
Can wrap it up.
Eat some good food. So feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a nice comment. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.